Okay, everybody, our last one, our grand finale, if you will, are CSV download buttons. Now, imagine, just use your imagination. Thousands of devices, hundreds of devices, tens of thousands of devices, full of parts, full of serial numbers. How do you do it, right? Well, you run Merlin, and it gives you a CSV file of either all the latest records from the last run or every record in the database. Now, they all include timestamps. So you could take that and move it into Excel, powerful Excel, Power BI, SharePoint online document libraries. Do a lot of things with these CSV files, as you're going to see. So let's build it, right? Again, these are just more views. So we have to start with our URLs inside of Merlin. And right, we've added our function to the admin panel. We've added it to search, on demand, changes, our API is done, latest is done, and the HTML pages are done. So now what we need to do, CSV has a few more moving parts. We're going to add a download page, or I should say a reference under /download to our new view, our new show inventory view, which is going to have a name of show inventory CSV. Now, we have our latest. So what we need are actually 3 new URLs, right? So, and I'll show you these, and let's pad them in here with a bit of spacing so we don't get anything wrong. Okay, so what we need is our base show inventory under CSV, which is going to have the show inventory view. And then we're going to have a download and a latest. Now, I should have maybe called download all. At the time, I just started with download and I've just left it. But download refers to all records. Okay, so this is show inventory CSV download and show inventory CSV download latest. And this becomes show inventory CSV and show inventory CSV latest. All right, so those are our 3 views. Where we have to go next again, right? You follow the pattern, head into our views. Now we're going to have a CSV views section here. Here it is here. And there's going to be, again, 3 links to match our 3 links that we just defined, right? So we're going to take these 3 from show version. We're going to move up and pad some space above these 3 for show IP interface brief. Give ourselves lots of room. And again, this is going to be show inventory CSV, which goes to show inventory and show inventory. Now next is our download all, which has a response of content type and a response of the content disposition, and this is where we give the attachment a name. So this is show inventory all CSV, the file the user is going to download. The writer, we call in CSV.writer response, right? The response. And then we're going to write a row. Now this row is our header row inside of the CSV file, right? So I don't want operating system here. I just want those fields. And again, guess what we have to reference? You guessed it, the model. So let's get the model open. Let's drag it over so we can get our fields and not make any mistakes here from show inventory, right? So what we're going to say is the PyETS, and then we're going to say, part. And this is up to our discretion. These are header rows. Description, they don't have to match, but it's up to you. They should be relevant though, right? So we could say PID or we could say part ID. Let's make it nice and human readable. Someone in management might not know what the heck a PID is. So let's make this human readable. And that's our header row. Okay? So now instead of versions, we're going to call this inventory equals show inventory objects all, and then the list of values. Now these ones have to match. Okay, we want these to actually say part description PID serial number. All right, so then we want to write a row for each what? For each part in inventory, write the part. Okay, so now it's really the same thing here, except we're going to add a filter. So there's no reason for us to rewrite most of this, right? We're going to take basically all of it, except our inventory is going to have a filter. So we're going to copy to there, and we're going to take latest timestamp and put it there, and then I just want to take dot filter dot values list and replace this here, and make sure I don't have that extra dot there. And this side is not the show version, this is the show inventory latest. And then it's the same for loop. All right, so what did we do there, right? Well, we just simply added a filter on timestamp latest ahead of our values list. So instead of dot all, we're doing dot filter. That's the difference there, that's it. Everything else is the same. And those are our three functions. Now, what did I copy those from? This is right here. I need to say latest. And that is it for our views. Now we need to move into our templates under CSV, and again we're going to copy show version, call this show inventory, rename this file show inventory, and this is going to be really easy to write. What it is a button that relocates them to the show inventory CSV, and this is a variable, or the show inventory CSV latest variable. Now I have to say inventory and then there is the master page, the main page, excuse me, to update with another row. So this is inventory, oh, there's a mistake here, this button's wrong. This should say show version latest, and that should say show inventory latest. Okay, all right, I believe we're ready to go Servers, no. Okay, so I'm missing an attribute. Merlin views has no attribute show inventory download latest. So in my views, it tells you exactly where to look. Yeah, see? You're probably saying, John, you just didn't rename the one function, man. So now, see, the server's okay. All right, so now the server's healthy. And what were we doing? CSVs. CSV, let's go to the CSV center. Okay, so now we can try it from here, or I believe even if I do show inventory, right, I can do it from here as well. Let's do it from the CSV center and export all versions. There is show inventory all, and there is all my inventory as a CSV file. Now that's the full database for that table. Or I could do it with latest only. And there's just the latest records. Now I could pull this into something a little more nice, like let's say VS Code. File, open file, show local, and they're in my downloads. And here's the all file, right? So I could pull it into something like this, or say, you know, Excel would be even better. But there we go, right? And then if, okay, show me the records for just this day and time. Well, there you go. That's what the inventory looked like, right? Or give me diffs between two date and times. Pretty wild and powerful for something like inventory. But we're not quite done. We just have 2 more buttons to validate, because I want to make sure that if a power user wants to just go right into show inventory, that these buttons work. And looks good. So that, everybody, and I did it again. I have the hiccups, excuse me. That's the CSV buttons. And for inventory, do you know how powerful that is in a massive enterprise, in a small enterprise? How many times have you gone digging for part numbers, or what you have out there, what's end of life, what serial numbers you have? You need to open up a TAC case. You need the serial number to do that. You know that, right? You're not getting very far without the serial number of the platform you're trying to open up a Cisco technical assisted case, right? You can't do it. You can't do quarterly financials at the end of the year and where did we spend all the money, what parts are out there. I'll leave it up to your imagination. I don't want to drone on about it, but inventory as a downloadable CSV with timestamps at scale in seconds. And we did it together in just a few hours, mainly me describing it slowly. This would only have taken 15, 20 minutes for me to build if I just, built it on the fly. So good luck, right? Like, have fun with this stuff. Try to find valuable business problems to solve. That's what I'm trying to do here with Merlin. And stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed this series on the show inventory command. Follow me on Twitter, John_Capobianco. Visit automateyournetwork.ca or clone my repos on GitHub/automateyournetwork. See you soon.